can fly also.
Charlotte Soccer Show.
Woo!
John Hayes, Danny Brams, and we've got a special guest here today.
Yes.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to
everybody,
HopFly.
come on into HopFly.
It's the pregame tailgate edition of the show. It's all vibes here today, and I'm so glad to say that it's all vibes because Anna Whitty has made her debut on the HopFly pregame tailgate show. It's great to have you at HopFly on a Saturday afternoon, Anna.
Not a cloud in the sky. This is like the perfect day to be here.
A little different vibe here on a Saturday than there is on a Sunday.
It is. I did not realize parking would be this hard, I'll be honest. It took me an extra
There's
10
a
minutes
wide
to get
open
here.
lot right over there. I always tell
She doesn't want to pay for
I
parking.
didn't know. You didn't tell me.
She doesn't want to pay for parking. Who wants to pay for parking?
I don't.
No doubt.
Danny, just because you get a free parking spot doesn't mean everybody else does.
I didn't know that. You need to get in on that.
Hey, you get what you take in this world. That's all I'm going to say about that.
Okay, I need to address something right off the bat here because it's pretty easy to see that our friend Danny Brams has a special accompaniment.
Turn around,
It's
turn
like a
around.
special cape, Danny, for you tonight. What is that?
I could be your hero, baby.
It's the cape tonight. It's the Sir Minty giveaway. Somehow, Danny Brams, how'd you get your hands on one of those before the match?
Let's just say me and Minty,
Worked out a deal.
one thing led to another. I walk away with a cape. You know how a lot of those college girls get their hoodies?
Okay.
Yes.
I mean, come on, Danny. I mean, come on. Danny.
Come on.
It is Saturday at HopFly, but it's literally 5:12 p.m. I mean, at 12:15, I'm fine with that.
I
But
love you, Minty. Call me.
Yeah, okay, so Anna's only going to be here for a short while. So while she's here, let's talk to her, Danny.
All right,
let's
that's
get
probably
her
fair.
thoughts on the match tonight.
But
get her thoughts
Can
on
I
the
ask
vibes.
a question first?
I wish you would. Yes.
Okay. Obviously, I'm not wearing any Charlotte FC gear. I'm literally wearing gray and black. What, ladies out there, tell me what I need to buy when it comes to Charlotte FC gear. Like, I need to know.
Yeah, you do
Just
need
putting
to know.
that out there.
Put it in the comments.
Put
We'll
a
put them up.
comment.
Okay, I'm
Yes.
not a lady, so I'm not going
That's
to.
why I didn't
One of the
ask you. Yeah.
but I do have an answer.
Oh, okay.
Right.
I mean, you asked the question. I'm always
did.
going to answer.
Okay.
Girl Tribe Co. Girl Tribe Co. is
Okay.
where you need to go to
Okay.
get your Charlotte soccer fix. The good thing is that they just entered into a partnership with Charlotte FC, and I know this because I'm a happily married man.
Right.
Yes.
And my wife loves to rock Charlotte FC gear, right?
Yes.
So Girl Tribe
I
Company
noticed-
just came out with this
Come on in.
this sweet Sir Minty t-shirt as well. Glory Days Apparel. Shout out to Glory Days, one of the vendors who have been here on a HopFly tailgate as well. And it's almost like you're setting me up to do some
Honestly,
promo work
I
here
love it.
I know
on the
it.
I
top
love
of
it.
the show.
That's
I
professional.
appreciate that. Girl Tribe Co.
Girl Tribe is
Co.
where it's at. I was going to say, John is not a lady, but he lives with a lady who loves Girl Tribe. So,
Yeah.
yeah.
I'll have to, before the next show.
Okay,
I'll hit
so
it up.
we're hanging here today.
Okay.
We met your wonderful husband, Matt.
Yes.
Today. It's great to see him. Great
Shout out
have
to
him
Matt.
in the house.
Cheers
he's,
to Matt.
he's tailgating with us today. So many great bartenders behind the bar as well. Yannick's back there. Far's back there. Your
What
boy
up,
Far's
Far?
been taking care of you.
Far takes care of us better than any other bar. All the bartenders are great, but Far's greater than great.
Yes, he is. And what are you drinking right now, Dan?
So we're drinking Carolina Crushes, and this is actually significant if anyone's paying attention. If you're watching the live stream and you're like, I'm on my way down there, you still have a chance to get this beautiful Sir Minty cape for yourself. This is a game-worn cape. We're going to be giving this away on the show tonight. You can get this. All you got to do is, John came up with the rules of this contest because this is the new Fresh Drop Friday, Carolina Crush.
Carolina Crush. It's a wheat ale. Think Blue Moon. It's fantastic. It's
Ooh.
absolutely crushable.
It's like a crushable wheat. Like you think wheat, you think, it's a little heavy. I could probably only have one or two of those. This is crushable wheat.
Yeah, and you got the oranges in there too.
Well, there's a reason for that.
so
Set you up again.
somebody's going to get the cape tonight, but they've
How?
gotta prove
How are you going to get the cape?
They've got to prove to us that they've already had 3 Carolina Crushes, and they've got to bring Danny Brams 3 orange peels from those Carolina Crushes. So you can make it happen, Brett. Brett Thompson is here. It's great to see one of the best TIFOs in the house today. It's great to see him. Joe Garcia as well hanging out here.
First person to bring up 3 orange peels and 3 empty cups that they drank themselves gets the cape for sure. I'll even sign it for you if you want.
As soon as I saw the rules be announced here, I saw Brett start to chug that Carolina Crush that he's got over there pretty quickly. Well done, Brett. So
he's a tremendous friend of the show.
That's the rules on today's live stream. And of course, drink responsibly as always at HopFly.
Why are we here, by the way? Is there a match today? Or
no, there's a match tonight.
We're talking about beer. We're talking about fashion. I think there's a match.
And Anna Woody's here, and she's a professional, and that's why she's going to break down the match. But a couple things here, right? We want to celebrate your new gig. You're getting on a flight tomorrow, right? You're not able to go to the match tonight because you're the new voice of Kansas City.
Yes, I am going to Kansas City to call Kansas City Current are playing Gotham tomorrow night in New York. It'll be a really fun game.
That's
Gotham's
badass.
Defending champions, and the Current at the top of the table.
Kansas City.
Is there a song for that?
Kansas City, here I come. Oh, yeah.
There's a huge game.
They got some crazy little women there, and I'm going to see me some, I guess is the way they would sing that one. That's not the actual lyric.
Probably
So
true.
tomorrow there's a big match in Kansas City. Anna will be there. She'll be calling that. It's awesome. Anna, congratulations on that gig.
Cheers.
So happy for you.
Congratulations.
Yeah.
I appreciate that.
Anna is a great broadcaster, and I feel like this is like finally someone like a team went out there and said, we need her on our team, and they went and freaking got you. So
Thanks,
congrats to
guys.
them.
I appreciate it. It'll be fun.
There's a huge match in Kansas City tonight, too, by the way, at
Yes,
Arrowhead
I
Stadium.
know. I almost had tickets to it if I was there, and I'm
Yeah, so
bummed.
Arrowhead Stadium tonight, it's Inter Miami and Sporting Kansas City. That's one game.
A lot of Sergio Busquets fans showing up in KC tonight, I think.
Yeah, so that's a big
Sergio Busquets.
MLS game there, an NWSL game tomorrow.
Biscuits.
But there's a game here at the Keep tonight. It's Charlotte FC against Toronto FC. Anna,
Yes.
I just want to get your quick thoughts on this, right? Where we were discussing this pre-show about, I think that Charlotte FC is going to get 2 goals tonight. They haven't looked great lately. They can't finish to save their lives.
Yeah.
And I'm realizing very quickly that I'm the hopeful one here
You are.
in this back and forth.
You're very much in the trenches. I feel like I have kind of like a overall view of the team. Not that I'm not a fan, and I support them, but I think
Fanalist.
Yeah, we call ourselves fanalists.
Analyst.
Analysts.
I like the fanalists.
You're literally an analyst.
That is true. That is true.
What can I say?
I like that.
I got away with words.
I say 1-1. I think the fact that Charlotte has lost a few players to their back line, that sometimes takes
Right.
an
No
adjustment.
Melanda is gonna like. There's gonna be one big communication issue tonight, probably at least. Hopefully not.
Right.
So
Hopefully
you say
he's
1-1.
Yeah.
I asked Johnny, "Are you happy with 1-1?"
Am I happy with 1-1?
Yeah.
Well, there's a way I can spin it, and I'll do it on the show. On the
We love
recap
to.
show.
You know how we spin things here on Charlotte Soccer Show.
15 unbeaten, baby. If it's 1-1 tonight, there's nothing about that. And that's going to be my takeaway.
That's true.
It's been 14 straight games at Bank of America Stadium. We showed you a different shot of HopFly today on the live stream. We just wanted to show you the vibe. We've got Mint City Music.
Yes, Mint City
DJing,
Music. Ooh.
Doing a fantastic job. He's here. He's from Charlotte, Danny.
Right.
He's been here his entire life.
Just a local DJ trying to make music happen in this city, which we love. Shout out to the Tifos of the year 2023 who's walking up, Kevin Anderson. Always got to point him out as soon as I see him. But Will at Mint City Music is killing it with the tunes out here, and it's a good vibe. And I thought I would have seen 2 orange peels by now after that announcement, but I haven't. I will say this. We also have tickets to give away. We have 3 free tickets to the game tonight. If you're watching and you were going to come and you haven't, you don't even have to drink orange peels.
No.
You just come down and tap.
Time.
First person taps me on the shoulder gets a free ticket tonight. How about that?
Well, that
my
works
gosh.
too. But I was saying,
You guys better get down
14
here.
straight, unbeaten at Bank of America Stadium, at the Fortress.
It's a nice number.
That's a pretty big number. When
a
you
nice
start thinking
number.
about like racking them up,
Right.
if the streak ended tonight, how long it would take back to get to 14 would
Yeah.
take almost to the end of the season. So at this point, it's really impressive, the fact that Charlotte FC is such a different team at home. And that's why, Anna, I feel like they're going to score 2 tonight.
That's fair. I think offensively they haven't figured out totally what's clicked, but I think Abada, I think this is his game. Why not?
Yeah.
Back at home, he's an absolute stud for this team, and I think he's a great addition, and I think he's going to feel the crowd.
He's a
Definitely
player that
your energy,
feels
Danny,
the
for
crowd.
sure.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like you saw in the Celtic highlights. When Abada is like feeds off crowd energy,
Yes.
even more so than a typical soccer player. Now, a lot of people say, oh, we watch Charlotte Soccer Show. John is a very smart, buttoned up, great host. He keeps things moving.
Maybe.
Brams is a drunk asshole.
Never.
That's what they say. But I actually have a real question for you.
Okay.
I actually have a real legitimate soccer
You're not a
question.
drunk asshole, Danny. You're a great guy, man.
You are.
Real legitimate soccer question for our analyst, Anna Whitty. Anna, you've seen teams, you've been on teams. Last week was Charlotte FC's worst performance of the season. How do you bounce back from that?
You forget about it. You have to completely forget about what happened in New England and move on, pretend it never happened, and you have to find the back of the net. 2 easy solutions. Hopefully, fingers crossed.
I asked Westwood about finding the back of the net, and he spouted the same platitudes to me. So I don't know. I mean, I hope the things they're saying behind closed doors are not exactly the things they're saying out in public, because I get you have to tailor your message to your audience, but like they need to be a little more urgent, I feel like.
Right.
Well, let's listen to Ashley Westwood, Anna, because we haven't had a chance to get your reaction to this.
Okay.
So let's listen to Ashley Westwood about these chances and the lack of goal scoring opportunities that are coming for Charlotte FC. I don't even think it's like a goal scoring issue. I don't think we're getting enough chances. He seems to think that Charlotte FC is. Here's what he had to say. Danny, this is a great question by you earlier this week.
We're good. That's part and parcel of football. It's like I said, we're creating chances. If we weren't creating chances, that's when you start worrying. So we're creating good chances. It's down to us to work hard in training and to put it right. How do you feel about the level? Like, do you feel like they're good enough chances to take advantage of? Do you feel like you can get better chances? Well, there's always improvement, but we're creating one-on-ones and we're creating good chances. So, like I said, we're getting there. We're not worried about that, but we're going to work today and this week to make even better chances, because that's what we want to do.
Does it seem like it can be a mental thing where if you just get one over the line, everyone's going to get?
It's just one of them things. Like I said, we're not really worried about it. We're looking at it. We spoke today in the meeting. The gaffer spoke about it, how we can improve on it. So we're gonna put it to test today. And like I said, with Patrick's he's a young kid. I think he's his fourth start in football. So he's leading the line brilliant. He's a handful. He sent one player injured off. He didn't want anything to do with it. So that shows what a threat Patrick is. And like I said, the minute one goes in, they'll be like London buses. They'll all be coming at once.
Ashley, how long can it last though for you to say we just are fine getting chances? We're fine getting chances. Like we're hearing it all season. We're not scoring goals. Like at some point, does not finishing become a worry?
No, because you see the best strikers in the world go through patches where they're not scoring. So it's not that. Like I said, we're getting there. So they are going to come. Like I said, we believe it in there. We're going to hit someone for 6 soon, and I've said that to the lads. We're very close to being a real good team, and that's just the final part. And that's why the best strikers in the world get paid the most money, because that's the hardest job in football.
So there's Ashley Westwood. He's the captain of this club. He answered what was a really difficult question.
Joe journalist.
I couldn't tell whose voice that was asking that question. Was that you?
The one and only.
I'm the one that when I say Ashley. Tell me the truth, man.
Yes, it was a great question, a fantastic follow-up question. We talked to Anna about the lack of goals, creating chances for Charlotte FC. You heard what the captain had to say there. When chances aren't coming, right, and you're in the locker room and people are kind of looking at each other like, is it going to be you? Is it going to be me?
Right.
Like, how do you just manifest that confidence?
I think you just have to follow your leader. And I think you also have to follow the people who have been able to get it done in the past, but also have seen lulls in their career. It's a 38-game season, so there's going to be moments where your team isn't able to find the results. But if eventually you can get there, hopefully this weekend is their weekend. And I think Westwood kind of feels that. They're not at match day 10 yet. He knows they kind of have to find their groove. They've added some new attacking players. I mean, I think he feels confident. That seemed like a confident answer to me.
It did.
Once one goes in, they'll be like the London buses. They'll all be showing up at once. Poor accent, but
they certainly are. So I've got 2 questions for you on the hot seat before we get you out of here. It's been a pleasure for me to have you on the show today.
Yes.
So first question is, do you see Ashley Westwood ever playing as a number 10 for this club?
I do not see Ashley Westwood as a number 10, but I like the idea. Whose idea was it?
It was my idea.
It was your idea?
Great idea.
I'm just thinking about it this way, right? Where it's like veteran Premier League player who's mostly better than everybody in the MLS.
Right.
Talent. At the end of his career.
Skill-wise.
Forget about defense.
Right.
Just go play in the final third and enjoy the rest of your career.
Sure.
That's why I think is like he can't do that. He can't switch it off. Because we asked him later in that same press conference, we were like, do you think about playing number 10? He's like, I just feel more comfortable as a 6 starting to play from the back.
I think you would have somebody on the team who can play an 8 comfortably. Like there'd have to be a really good balance.
I've got somebody on the top of my mind right now. His name's Brant Bronico, the Bronny Bro.
BB13.
I mean, Bronico's back. He's healthy.
Okay.
And things are coming together. The
grind set
is here. Brant Bronico.
The grind set hive is at HopFly.
And you know,
for sure.
Brant Bronico's ready to give the full 92. So Brett Bronico can do anything for this club, play any position, honestly. Brett Bronico could play the 10 if he needs.
Let him cook. Let him cook up front for sure. I just think, for me, the model is Carlos Heel. For me, the Ashley Westwood is a better, more skilled player than Carlos Heel. Probably more creative even. Maybe not, but he's close. But the problem is that Heel plays zero defense. The coach tells Carlos Heel to go out there and do not even try to play defense. Just go out there and create. And I think Westwood could thrive in that role. I don't think mentally he wants to do it. So I think it would be too crazy for it to happen. I don't think it's happening, but
and maybe he enjoys the 6 better. Sometimes players like the game in front of him. I was a player. I don't like the game behind me. It gives me an insane amount of anxiety. Okay. He seems a creative player. I feel like plays a little bit more forward facing, but I still think he might like the 6. I would say Abada in the 10 before Westwood.
Whoa.
Is that crazy?
I like that idea as well.
That's where we should take
anybody at the 10 who is one of the best players on the team.
Yeah.
Because that's MLS. And we've learned that from soccer.
It's a number 10 league.
We've learned that from people who we talk to who have been covering MLS for such a long time. If you don't have a good number 10, then you're in trouble in this league. Okay, so that's my first tough question.
Okay.
Second tough question is it Patrick Agyemang? Or is it Enzo Capetti tonight at the number 9 position? Both players are fully fit, ready to go at home. Patrick Agyemang has started the last 3 matches, I think it is at this point.
Yeah.
Who goes tonight if both players are fully fit? I'm not asking you to tell us who Dean Smith is going to play.
Right.
I'm asking you who
would Anna
would
Whitty play?
select in your 11.
I would go with Capetti. It's been 3 games. Agyemang has had a chance in 3 games. Why not?
Yeah, Joe
agrees. Joey G loves the tape.
Thank you, Joe. Yeah, I mean, he needs maybe that confidence boost as well as a DP. Right. Put him back out there at home. Maybe he'll feel that energy. Get a start on the field next to Abada. I'm a big Abada fan, so see what that dynamic could look like. Need more minutes together? Why not? I mean, they're in a position where they can't lose. You lost to New England. You come home. It's only up from here.
I mean, it does feel like rock bottom coming off that New England match.
It does.
Even
but it's
not. It felt like rock bottom considering New England didn't have a win until they played us.
Right.
And we were expecting to score 2-3 goals and got nothing from their place.
It's rock bottom.
To come back home, take the flight back and say, you know what, we're in trouble.
Right.
As far as this season is concerned, it could get worse than this. I hope it really doesn't. But at this point, this is as bad as it's been so far this season.
I would agree.
Yeah,
it was rock bottom, Danny.
It was rock bottom. I would maybe just put the Nashville in the conversation in terms of a really tough night, but I think
because you were there.
Because I was there. Exactly. Right. Exactly. But if I had we should talk to Greg Franco because he was at both games, and I'm pretty sure he would tell you that New England was much, much worse than Nashville. So yeah. It's rock bottom, and how do you bounce back? It's just a bad night at work is one way I described it. It's just we famously on the preseason preview show divided the stage into campaigns, and the New England game was actually the start of a new stage. The way we broke it down, but in practice, the way it played out, it really felt like that New England game was sort of like the last game of a big stretch of the season before we come home for a long time. Right. So it really more felt like, okay, you've been going really hard for 6 weeks and you just did well against 2 contending teams, Columbus and Cincy at home. Now you got to go do one last crazy road trip in the rain before you can come home and be home for a long time.
Right.
And so that can go either way. That can go this way or that way, and it went that way, unfortunately. Yeah.
We said we were only going to keep Anna for 10 minutes. We've been live here for almost 25 minutes now. It's a pleasure to have you.
I love it. Thanks for having me.
As always.
HopFly pregame, 10 out of 10.
Yeah,
we do have
10. Cheers to that. Yeah,
cheers.
She's even giving us a rating, Danny.
I am.
10 out of 10.
10 out of 10. No matter what happens today, pregame's where it's at.
So where can we watch the match tomorrow? How do we see you on the call tomorrow?
Well, so I'm calling the games for local Kansas City. So if you're in Kansas City, watch it on 38 The Spot. I'm sure 100% of you probably aren't in Kansas City because if you are, you're getting ready for that sporting game.
There's massive. Charlotte Soccer Show actually has a massive following in Kansas City.
Yeah,
it's insane.
Because
Kansas City is the heart of soccer in America. It's the greatest soccer city on earth in the United States.
I sense a little bit of sarcasm there, Danny.
They do call it the soccer city of America, but I think we're changing it here in Charlotte.
Yeah, it's Charlotte.
Anyway, can't watch it here, but if you're in Kansas City, turn it on.
I can call myself Sir Minty here because I'm wearing a cape, but it doesn't really do much. Yeah.
Do you have a final score prediction?
1-1. Tie.
You sticking with it?
Sticking with it.
Okay, 1-1. Charlotte FC remains unbeaten. It's 15 in a row at the Fortress. 1-1 out. It's a pleasure to have you on the show as always. It's great to see you.
Thank you.
She's Anna Whitty. She
He's Danny
lives in
Brams.
Charlotte. She covers Charlotte. She covers NWSL. She will now be the one keeping you current on the KC Current, and I think that's pretty cool. And thank you so much for being part of the team.
Yeah, of course. Thank you for having me. Enjoy the game tonight.
Cheers.
Congrats on your first Saturday show also.
Yes.
You know,
Yes,
Sunday
thank
show
you.
staple
Totally.
makes the move to Saturday.
Yes. Awesome.
Cheers.
Thanks, guys.
Thank
All
you,
right.
Anna. She's one of our first.
She's one of our own.
She's one of our own.
She's
She's a
one
North
of
Carolina
our
native.
own. Anna Whitty, she's one of our own. Yes, indeed.
Cheers to that. She's our first special guest on the show tonight.
We're not done. We got another guest. We got
did.
another guest who had some recreational soccer delays and is hustling her way to get
When
here.
you
So,
said
yeah, yeah.
recreational, I was thinking about something else on the back end of that phrase. But
Well,
there's-
you never know, but she's trying to get here. But we're going to stay on until she gets here because
Yeah.
we got nowhere to go yet. But
Yeah.
we're going to be getting over to the stadium pretty soon. You
So-
probably, if you need a minty cape, you need to be over there now. But if you are not over there now and you want a minty cape, come by a freaking Carolina Crush. I thought there'd be people falling all over themselves to get this thing, but now at this point, it's going to my daughter.
Okay, so here's the deal. We got a lot of TIFOs hanging out watching the show. And what we try to do on Saturdays is this is a different show. This is a different vibe. And I'm thinking about the Rev here. I'm thinking about Joe Garcia as well. The Saturday show is when you come on the show. The Saturday show is when you take part in the show that you listen to. So if anyone wants to step up and take the microphone, please come join us. Brett, I'm looking at you as well. That's what we do here on the Saturday show. Okay? Get over here.
Don't make
Brett.
me sing.
Get over
Don't
here,
make me
Brett.
sing.
Get over here.
Don't make me sing.
Brett Thompson.
Don't make me sing.
What's up, boys?
Great,
Oh, okay, I'll sing. I guess I'll sing.
Don't twist my arm.
Yeah.
great to see you,
I hate
Brett.
attention. What's up, boys?
This is Brett's first home game since the season opener,
That's correct.
and we won that match. So he's looking to go 2-0. Joe, love you, brother.
2-0 this year. Definitely not 500 lifetime, but that's okay.
Now, why have you not made home matches since then? It's because you're a very busy man making the Final Four happen.
Yeah, you know, just
Basketball producer
not
over
the
here.
Final Four you watch unless you're out of the country watching the show, which God bless you if you are, for the crown, baby.
Oh,
But-
we have listeners everywhere.
we're international.
I
man.
just said we have a huge cult following in KC.
Oh, I missed that.
You think we don't have one in Azerbaijan? Are you kidding me?
Oh,
Let's
come
go.
on. Columbia loves us.
Like, seriously, though, it's a pleasure to see you, Brett. I know you've been working super hard on the weekends. The college basketball season is crazy over the last couple months, to say the least. You're doing that professionally, and now you finally get a Saturday to kick back. You're at HopFly. You've got the Carolina Crush there?
That is a Carolina Crush.
Wait,
That's, that's number 3.
You trying
Get
to
down
get
here and chuck
you trying to
three,
get his cape?
and that cape is yours. But
Dun, dun,
I gotta finish it, brother. I gotta finish it. You
I
got
need 3
time.
empty
Get
cups.
down here.
You can still beat Brett if you hurry, y'all.
I'm a slow drinker, notoriously. So
what have you thought about the season so far? And I honestly haven't had a chance to talk to you about this, right?
Yeah.
We've been kind of, two passing ships in the night, if you will. You've been working hard over there covering college basketball. I've been diving in here to Charlotte FC. And now I finally get a chance to stand here today and look you in the eye and say, what the fuck is going on with this squad?
dude, I would love to know too. So here's the thing. I've been working hard on that, and I've been listening to y'all work hard on this, because the fun thing about college basketball, a lot of Saturday games. So anytime I can watch, I turn it on, usually on my phone at like a hotel bar or something, and I'm like, oh, this is depressing. So
Why can't this team score any goals?
why can't this team score goals?
Okay,
They're
so-
so good at setting them up.
So what's your answer?
I don't want to say, I don't know.
You have to. You got to take a
So
stand on this
last
show.
year I was truly
You got to take a
convinced.
stand on this show. This is a show of hot takes.
I know. I feel like I'm on AFTV right now. Like, it's just so. Last year it did feel like it was a managerial problem, right? And this year, like earlier today, I was looking at like the XG. I don't know why. I hate analytics. Like, I'm just like, just score.
You're looking
That's
for
all I
it. You're
care.
just like,
I'm
at
like
this point,
begging, yeah. And I'm like, all right. So like the chances are up like by 1/10 of a point from last year, right? It was like, I think under
Oh.
Latanzio they were at like 1.1 XG was their
Who?
average, up to 1.2.
Larry?
This year. Who?
You talking about Larry?
Larry? I have no idea what's happening.
Danny calls Christian Latanzio Larry for some reason.
I've been gone a while, all right? So, all right. So Larry had him about 1.1.
Is this your homework, Larry?
Dino's got him at 1.2. Honest, I was just like, why aren't they scoring? Because I haven't been able to watch games. And so we've taken out that denominator. And, like, I just think it might be the talent up front. Like, I love Patty Ajimeng. Like,
Mhm.
I've been saying since last year he should have been starting at the end of the season.
But
Enzo Capetti, I want it to work so bad. So bad.
well, they're in a race right now for who's missed the most 1v1s
I
against the
know.
goalkeeper. So I'm not sure really I don't care.
All right,
the answer to the Ajamong or Copetti question at this point for me, I've been around long enough. I don't care.
It's Scotty Arfield.
It's Scotty Arfield.
It's Roberto Firmino, but we're not ready for that conversation. So
bring him back.
I think my answer is like the Dame's got to break, right? Like there's got to be.
Oh yeah,
the
London buses.
You see, here we're getting into tonight. The Dame's got to break. Like
It does.
They have had so many chances, good chances, quality chances, and just blown them. And I think I look at today. I woke up and had a vision. True story. I woke up had a vision. That's so Raven style. I said, all right.
Love it.
It's a beautiful day in Charlotte, North Carolina. Canada wishes they could do it like this. 70 degrees, HopFly. Everyone's vibing. It's a great day.
I literally felt your vibes through social media today.
Dude.
And you got me out of bed, and I was like, let's fucking go.
Dude, I went on a walk. I just want to be outside today. This is a perfect day to be in Charlotte. I'm like, all right, we need goals. We need support. There's going to be 30+ thousand people in the stadium, I hope.
80,000.
100,000 people at the Fortress.
Yep.
They are pressing for goals.
Right.
I feel like, I was listening to your shows. I was listening to y'all break down Dino.
You're a great man.
The team knows. Like, the club knows.
Right.
They need to score goals. So I think tonight.
Ashley said it. He's like, it's getting a little chippy because we're tired of hearing about it.
Right.
But you got to deliver when you say stuff like that.
Yes. And you got to deliver when you say, don't make promises you can't keep.
Yeah, exactly. Like how were you eating the Dino Porter stuff up with a spoon while you were on the road last
I wasn't
week?
even using a spoon. I was just grabbing it, like eating it with my hands. Like, I'm like, all right. So, I think tonight the Dam breaks. Abada opens his account. Copetti opens his account, and now we see the real Charlotte FC. It's too perfect of a night.
Right.
And I'm a fan. I know nothing about
everything that's happened so far could only lead to one result.
And if it doesn't, go get Roberto Firmino.
It's a vibes day. That's what it is today. It's a Charlotte April Saturday. It's 70 degrees. The breeze is absolutely perfect. I know our friend Steve Monday had a great forecast this morning. Said that
his name is Monday, but he works on Saturday, folks.
Steve Monday. But here's the deal. Like, it's a vibes show. It's a vibes day. I think a lot of the reason why Charlotte professional sports franchises have suffered is because they've never really been able to take advantage of the actual vibe of the city.
Right.
And I think today is a really good opportunity for Charlotte FC to kind of step up, for Dean Smith to step up, for Patrick Ajamong to step up and say, this is my town.
Right.
And
this town wants a winner so bad.
And on Saturday, on a 70-degree Saturday, in a Carolina blue sky, just to go out there and bag 2-3 goals if you're Patrick Ajamong, to me, that is just a major statement of intent, and it's exactly what this city has been waiting for many, many years.
People always ask, can you do it on a cold, rainy night in Stoke? The real question, can you do it on a mild Saturday in Charlotte? Toronto's not doing it today, baby.
No,
they're not. What's your final score prediction?
Oh, I locked it in, buddy. 3-1.
3-1.
This is if you don't want to spoiler, turn away.
Is that a
I got the script.
DraftKings locked in?
No, we don't know
final or
because
what?
they're not a sponsor. Unsponsored gambling app. I'm just saying, if you lock in, choose to say Abada first goal. Westwood. Right, here's the thing. Westwood's going to set the tone. He's going to get a shot on goal. Abada's going to score.
I think Westwood 2 assists tonight. I don't know why.
Brett, it's great to see you.
Yes,
Get it in. Yes. Lock it in.
Yeah.
Let's try.
When we say this is not financial advice, we mean this is financial advice.
It's great to have you on the show. Seriously, it's just great to talk to you, whether we're live on YouTube, whether we're doing the show or not.
Welcome home, brother. Welcome home, brother.
Let's do a group hug.
Ah!
Let's do a group hug. It's for the crowd.
I love it.
baby.
Hold on.
It's
I don't
for
want
the
to spill
crowd,
my beer on
baby.
your equipment.
I've got you, Brett. Cheers to you. We'll see you in a few minutes when the show's over. We've got more special guests coming here tonight on Charlotte Soccer Show. John Hayes, Danny Brams. Danny, you having a good time tonight?
I'm having a great time. I think I hit that perfect spot between tipsy and drunk that I'm just like having fun, but I'm not acting like an idiot. Life is good.
We're here. We're
feeling right.
We're here. We're drinking the Carolina Crush. It's a beautiful wheat ale here. You throw a little orange slice in there. And I see some extra times hanging out as well with the lime in there, too. You can't go wrong either way. Today's the perfect day to garnish your beer, okay? If anybody ever has told you it's not cool to put fruit in your beer, tell them to fuck off.
Get over it.
Because you can certainly do that with the extra time.
We got to bring Brett back for 1 second real quick.
Yes. And here is the Cape winner, the 3 orange peels, the Carolina Crushes. Well done. Let's crown them. Let's cape them. Let's cape them. Well done, Brett. Congratulations.
Thank you. You know, I feel like the definition of swag, drip, whatever, is wearing a cape in public. So I'm going to take this very seriously. Drink the Carolina Crush today, baby.
It's an important thing because, right, these capes are not being given out until people enter the stadium tonight. And you've got one to pimp around HopFly right now before the match even starts. So get your ass around HopFly right now and show this thing off, Brett. Cheers to you. Cheers to you.
Game worn. That's game worn.
Did Danny sign that? Danny, did you sign that?
That is a game-worn cape. I did not sign it, but that would have been pretentious for me to sign it. Sir Minty should have signed it. But then again, I might ask him.
You want to check out some comments real quick?
Yeah, let's get some comments before our next guest, our final guest here.
Tazzy, DNC, let's go. What's up? It's for the crown, baby. Andres, good friend of the show.
Coach Echevarria.
There was a moment very in the beginning of the show when we talked to Anna Whitty and we said, what does this team do after they get blanked in New England?
Tough.
Right? Andres has the perfect answer. Be a goldfish. Don't worry about last week.
Ted Lasso.
In New England.
Hey, be a goldfish.
Hey, Brian Marley says, hey, careful. Larry's father is an iron lung. Abram.
That's a great reference, by the way. But you know what? This is what happens when you F a stranger in the A. Sorry.
Abram Kuchecki.
Abram, we love you, brother.
Let's go. What's up, Abram?
We love when Kuchecki checks in, for sure.
Abada scores tonight. Damn it. Let's
I
go,
agree.
boys.
Bet it.
Latin
bet
Fire. What's up, Latin Fire? Appreciate you watching us here.
Laddie.
Man, hate missing
Hey, Laddie.
Who gets the start, Pat or Enzo? Anna Whitty, our analyst on the show. That was a good call, by the way. We do have an analyst on the show. We're fanalists, Danny and I. But Anna Whitty did say that it's going to be Enzo Capetti tonight.
I think she's right. For sure.
And then we got a question. We're here to do a service for the people, Danny.
That's the only reason we're here, is to celebrate this club and the fandom.
Glenn Roman asks us, what kit is the Crown wearing tonight?
This one, baby.
It's the Explore kit. It's the Carolina Explore kit. We're
going to go explore a way to score a goal tonight. We're exploring the penalty box.
If you want to go get our next special guest, can sit here.
Please.
I can sit here and I can fill the time. I can say simply this, is that we're here at HopFly. We're so happy to be here. If you haven't been to HopFly pre-match, make sure you get here. And if you haven't listened to the Queen's Pitch podcast, that means you haven't heard the fantastic voice of Bridget McCall. Bridget is here. It's a pleasure to have you on the show tonight. Great to see you. Happy match day.
Yes, I give hugs. So I'm giving you a hug. Every time you see me around, I give you a hug. Okay?
I'm a hugger.
We just did a group hug with Brett.
It's the least we could do.
I made it.
The vibes are freaking glorious right now.
It's nice weather.
Bridget hustled over here. She parked way far away and ran her ass over here to be part of the show. Thank you so much.
Yeah, in my Crocs with my sun drop. But we're here.
So how are you doing today? How are you feeling about the match? Like, first of all, it's so nice to have you here at HopFly. It's such a good place to hang out before the match. What we try to do on this show is, like, yes, we're taking ourselves like a little bit seriously, but we're also not, right? This is a day to be a fan. This is a day to just enjoy what Charlotte FC has done for this community, right? So when you do park around town, when you show up here to HopFly, what's it like to have this club here in town? You cover it so well in the Queen's Pitch podcast. It's almost to me like a pinch myself kind of moment every match day.
It's super surreal. And the funny thing is I live outside of town. So I live out in Locust. So I live east of town. And
she lives in Greensboro, basically.
No, I live east. So I live towards the beach, dude. They're Asheboro. Anyway, but we were out at my kids' soccer game today. And I was listening to other people's conversation. And the group beside me was talking about coming to the Charlotte FC game and how they had got tickets and they were making sure their buddies got tickets, and it was their first game, and they were like, well, let me tell you where to go eat at, let me tell you what, and I was just wanting to jump in. It was so exciting. I'm like, I love the fact that the town is getting into it, even an hour away.
Right, because it's not, I mean, I am just like so focused here in Charlotte, right, within the 277 loop. This is where my feet are. But when you go outside of the loop, when you go outside of the city limits, when you go out of Mecklenburg County, we talked about the Carolina kit being on display tonight. And that's what it's supposed to do. It's supposed to represent both states from mountains to the sea.
We are from the Carolinas.
This club being the club of the Carolinas, Bridge. That's a great way to put it.
Yeah, I think it's awesome. But when I'm out in public and I hear someone talk about the team, I want to jump in and talk. You know?
You should.
Yeah,
you know more than they do.
I don't know about that. I can tell you what color shoes they're wearing. Let me tell you.
You are big on the boots for sure. The boot queen here.
Yeah. So anyway, today I think that we're gonna do good. I think we're gonna pull off a win today.
So I want to get your take on a really serious question because we talked about who's going to be up front with Anna, but there's a big question on the back line right tonight because we know that Melanda is doubtful. Now, there's a small chance that Addie Melanda turned up on Friday morning and was fine. I really don't think that's true. I think he would have been questionable if there was a real chance of that. For Dean to say doubtful tells me he's not playing. So who's going to be the second? We assume Privet. We assume Jalen Lindsay in for Byrne. We assume Yere, your boy, over on the pink boots man, over on the left back. But who starts next to Privet at center back for you? There's three really good candidates, probably. Maybe only two. I don't think Hamedy's a real candidate, but we'll see.
I mean,
what do you think?
Dean said Hamedy, but I don't think Hamedy.
I think it's Big Bill or JP, right? What do you think?
I think it's Bill or JP, so I'm going to go with he's going to put Bill in, but I hope it's JP, but he'll put Bill in.
Well, here's my thought about JP, right? João Pedro, right? Is when you think about a back line, I agree that João Pedro is a better player than Bill Tuoloma, right? Do we all agree about that?
Oh, totally.
Okay, so
tonight or for the next 3 years?
Forget about tonight. Just right now, right here. Would you rather have João Pedro or Bill Tuoloma?
I like Tuoloma.
Okay. Fair enough. Okay. So, Danny, it's a 50-50 choice.
And you know I love Jeff Patrick.
Or let's call it a 66-33 choice between these two players.
Let's call it 67-33.
The one issue that I have with João Pedro is if you insert João Pedro into the center back pairing, he can't play on the right side.
Right.
Which means Andrew Privet has to move over. And then all of a sudden you've got three moving pieces instead of two.
Good point.
Yeah.
Very good point.
You're going to need that experience back there too. I mean, I like Privet and everything, but you've got Lindsay that doesn't play every week, and he's starting back up. And then you can't hold on to Yere controlling everything in the back.
Right.
So I think that you're going to have to put Bill in just for the expertise.
It feels like Bill to me. I'm not mad if it's JP. I'm a little bit if it's Hamedy, but
it won't be Hamedy.
No, because Hamedy played for the Legacy the other night when they lost to Chicago, and he was not that great.
It won't be Hamedy Diop. And one other thing that I do want to mention is the fact that Bill Tuoloma had a rough season last year, and the reason why is because he was asked to play a position that honestly he wasn't very good in. Christian Latanzio's back four system, asking one of the center backs to move forward, Andrew Privet that is, to move forward and take up some space within the center circle and try to start the move at that position.
100%.
Bill Tuoloma was kind of left out in the dust by himself, and you could see that he has no business playing a central center back in a back three system, which is pretty much what Christian Latanzio was asking Bill Tuoloma to do.
And you saw that in the St. Louis game where he was just trying to make something happen, so he jumps at a ball that he shouldn't even jumping at, and he own goals. Yeah.
So now he can just play with Andrew Privet, who, by the way, Andrew Privet is somebody that you've interviewed on the show, right?
Right, he's great.
You can hear the Andrew Privet interview.
Please listen to the Queen's
on
Pitch.
the Queen's Pitch podcast. What was it like talking to Andrew? Seems like a good guy.
He's a good guy, and the best thing about him is his work ethic. He knows that he needs to go out there and he works hard, and he knows that he's not 100% at that position, but he wants to get better at it, and he wants to do whatever he's asked to do. And you can't fault somebody that's like that.
We are.
Yeah, he's a Penn Stater. I'm a Penn Stater. I love him for that reason alone.
Shout out to Shane and the family as well, by the way. Love y'all.
Danny, you met the family in Nashville, didn't you?
Oh, me and the Privet. They might invite me to Thanksgiving. We'll see.
I feel like Danny would be a pretty good Thanksgiving guest, wouldn't he?
Yes,
Best move I would be. I am a great Thanksgiving guest. But the best move when I met the Privet family in Nashville, by the way, was the son-in-law. The son-in-law, Greg, just instantly knew his job was to take the photo, not be in the photo. It was, fantastic.
That's great. I think Privet's good, but I don't think he's ready to lead that back line, and you're going to need somebody to do that.
Right.
And
the reason Privet got in is because Tuoloma couldn't hold that position down last year. Right?
So when we're talking about Andrew Privet, let me just say one more thing, right? Where it's if João Pedro does start at the left center back
which
position,
I think because Dean has said he wants a left-footed center back, so I think there's a chance. But I think you're right about as few moving parts as possible.
I'm not trying to be right or wrong. I'm just trying to take a look at the situation and break it down. And Andrew Privet, if he moves over to the right center back position and plays well tonight, you're talking about one of the best center backs in the league.
Yeah. Still,
True.
that when they announce him, by the way, at the Fortress, they say midfielder Andrew Privet. I'm like, this guy's not a midfielder. You know, we need to move past what he played in college. He's been in the league 2 years now. He's a center back.
I think Privet's going to score. How about he scores?
Whoa!
That'll be bad.
He came close earlier this year. That
Yeah.
header was just a little off.
I'm ready
I
for
like
him.
the idea. I mean, the idea of us getting a lot of corner kicks and him getting a lot of chances is very appealing to me, I got to say.
Yeah, it's true.
So, Bridget, go ahead.
I was going to say, I missed it, but who did y'all say was going to start, Enzo or Patrick?
Well,
Who do you think?
honestly, Bridget, we're here to ask the question.
Yeah,
okay?
yeah, exactly.
Wait,
You're
y'all
the
don't
expert
know
that we brought
I am
in.
not
for-
the expert. Kara's
yeah.
the expert. I don't know anything,
Well,
okay?
No,
You
you-
are Bridget is kind of like the Danny Brams of Queen's Pitch, where she
Exactly.
just lobs randomness, and Kara is a lot more like the John Hayes.
I have to
but,
keep
hey,
up,
yeah.
yeah. That's a fun prep.
Tara's here, by the way. Cheers
She's
to you,
right off to
Tara.
the side of the
Yeah,
camera.
she's
Yeah.
holding my
Pitch
son up.
podcast here. And here's the thing, though. Seriously, I want to ask you that question. Not from we don't need to pretend like we're going to bring some expertise to the table, right? I think the best part about being fanalist, I think the best part
Right.
of this Charlotte FC podcast community, this Charlotte FC local media community, is that we are all fanalists. We want to see the team do well, and we all
Most
have
of us.
honestly personal opinions about this club. So for me, when I think about tonight's striker, I want Patrick Ajamong. I don't even want to see Capetti play. What about you?
Because you're an Ajamong fan.
Exactly.
Well, I like Pat, but I was going to play – I'm going to play devil's advocate and say I want to see Enzo start. I want to give the guy a chance. I mean, we do pay him a lot of money. He's
Yeah.
our DP. He got hurt. That's how he got demoted. It wasn't because he did anything wrong, supposedly. So let's give him a shot. Say, here's your chance. Come out, do it. And if he doesn't after this week, then it's up for grabs. It's anybody's game.
He got 2 chances in 20 minutes against New England. Neither of them really had a chance to go in, but he did find himself on the end of a couple chances. I
Right.
think at home
He
with
wants
the crowd,
to score. He wants to score.
it bad. I think my only question is, do you shatter a young player's confidence like Patrick? Does Patrick have the mental fortitude to go to the bench and realize that he's not being benched because of a poor performance last game? He's being benched because of the situation.
Enzo Capetti's being coddled,
Right.
and he makes a lot of money.
Right, exactly.
And everybody needs to feel good about giving him another chance. When you've given him a full season and now 7 games into another season.
A
and he still
season
hasn't
and a
scored
quarter,
goal.
yeah.
You know, it's like
1.25.
at some point, I'm like thinking about, are we almost a third of the way into the season? I'm like,
We're
yes,
approaching a third.
We
yeah.
are
Well,
approaching.
we're really approaching like 25%. But yeah,
25% if you count leagues cup.
End of May.
and
End of
everything that's
May will be a
happening.
third. End of
Listen,
May will be a third.
I am not giving up on Enzo Capetti in any way,
Haven't yet.
shape, or form.
Keeping
But
the
I
faith.
cannot. This is what I mean. And I think, Kara, you can relate to this. I think you can too. I can't do the segment anymore that is, hey, Danny, is Enzo Capetti going to score a goal tonight?
Right, it's getting
I'm
old.
done with that.
It's getting really
Like,
old.
I'm done with that. I can't
Don't
do
you
it
think?
anymore.
I agree. I want him to score. It's either – I feel like if he doesn't perform before the transfer window, we could start
Right.
talking at that point. But
Yeah.
let's give him a shot. Say, here you go, dude. This is your chance. You're the number one. We pay you $2 million. Go out there and score. If you don't, then the $70,000 guy is going to take your place.
That's why you listen to the Queen's Pitch podcast, because of breakdowns like that. Seriously, you said that better than I could have said myself in way fewer words. That's why.
I mean, it's just that way. You just got to pay. We pay them money. So if we're going to pay you, then you need to perform. Like I'd rather see George Marks be out there, but we pay Kalina $500,000. So we're going to put the $500,000 guy in the goal. Granted, Kalina's doing good.
George
this year.
Marks Hive, stand up. We saw Joe G earlier. If you love George Marks or if you just love helping people, get involved with George G's laundry project next weekend. It's going to be amazing. I'm actually
It's
going to be
tomorrow.
tomorrow. Excuse me. Sorry.
Yeah.
I'm out of town, or I would be there. I know that doesn't really do much for the sell, but I promise you should get involved.
I'm out of town, a.k.a. I'm going down to Mexico. Have a good week down
Way
there.
down here. I'm flying out of Mexico tomorrow morning, y'all. So I need 3 points to send me on my way. Please, Charlotte FC.
Yeah, so he wakes up.
I will be here for the next home game, though. Unlike Emmanuel Reynoso, the Minnesota United superstar, I will come back to America from my trip south.
I hope so. I hope you make it back.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I guess I should make promises that I might not be able to keep. To quote Dean Smith,
Yeah. So anyway, I'm going to give you my prediction for tonight.
please.
I am going to say that we are going to win 3-1.
Not the first time we've heard it today. I like it. That's exactly what Brett predicted. Who's your goal scorers?
Enzo's going to score tonight. I think we're going to see Abadai score, and I think that we'll see Privet score. There you
All
go.
right.
If Privet scores, I need everybody to listen to my show, for real.
Well, you need to listen to the show anyway, but I would say Enzo and Patrick both score, and the debate continues till next week.
That would be great.
At some point, Danny, maybe we need to throw this up here on the show again right now, because at some point when you can't score,
4-4-2.
you might just have to play a
You gotta do it, you gotta
4-4-2. You might just have to go back to basics. You might have to go 4-4 and then just throw Patrick Ajamon and Enzo
Right.
Capetti on the field at the same time and
Right.
say, we need a fucking goal.
Right.
One of you go get
One
one.
of you score one.
Somebody do
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
Finish,
Yeah.
just finish.
Exactly.
I think it could work not with Enzo as a true winger. I wouldn't say Enzo on the wing, but I think in a 4-4-2, Enzo is playing a little bit off to the side and Patrick's a little more central, and Enzo's making the runs in behind and Patrick's distracting defenders. I think it could work. Dino has mentioned himself. It's not like we're in some crazy pipe dream. Dino has said, you've been there when Dino said I could put them both on the field together.
Let's do it. Let's go.
Let's do it. That's my vibe.
Let's do
tonight.
it.
That's everybody's vibe right now.
As long as we score, I don't care what we do. I
Yeah.
sent a message to Ashley this morning, and I was like, you can't win if you don't score a goal. So,
Right.
we got to score goals.
So let me ask you the same question that I asked Anna Whitty, which is, do you see Ashley Westwood in at some point this season, if Breck Tiagra can't get it done at the number 10 position, and if that spot is not a summer signee, do you see him as somebody that could step up and play that position?
Yeah, I think Westwood could play anything that he needed to play. You know what I mean? He's going to do what he has to do as a leader on the
Right.
pitch. And I think he can make just as much happen as Breck. Honestly, I think he makes more, but
Yeah.
that's just my opinion.
And we have like Urso, Petkovic, Bronico, Diani. They can
Bender's
all,
coming back.
yeah, exactly.
So,
Yeah.
I'm excited.
I
about
feel
Bender.
like we have the depth to free Westwood up more.
Yeah.
I know we've been pushing it. We try to convince him to co-sign this idea on Wednesday, and he wouldn't go for it. But we'll see.
I'll put a little birdie in his ear.
Yeah. If for nothing else, you should listen to Queen's Pitch because Bridget's like tight with Westwood.
The Westwoods, yeah.
Right.
He's such a
It goes
great guy.
down in the DMs, baby.
great guy.
Since you mentioned that, I will say that the Becca Westwood episode on the
Yeah,
Queen's
yeah,
Pitch
exactly.
podcast
You
was,
took the words
right
was
out of my mouth, yeah.
absolutely fantastic. Congrats to you both on that.
In the podcasting world, you think of like some episodes need to be listened to right away, and then there's evergreen episodes that you can just go back and listen to
Those are
anytime.
the best episodes.
Go back to the Becca Westwood episode because you can listen to it anytime and have a great time.
She's awesome. We're hoping to do her again. Just have a recap with her because she's just someone you'd want on there all the time.
And that's something that you guys do on the show. Not to make this all about men versus women, but you guys really do bring a women's perspective to the things that John and I it would be impossible for us to do. And that's what I love is like. You guys just sometimes ask questions during your interviews that I would never even think of, and that's what I really appreciate listening to the show.
We want to bring the family aspect to it.
Right.
So we want to make it more family-oriented, get to know the players. I mean, yeah, we love them out there on the pitch, but once you get to know them and get to relate to them, I feel like they get more invested in the team, and you get more invested in them. And I think they appreciate it, too. They're like, oh, she's asking about my kid, or she's asking, about my wife. And I think that's one of the things we bring to it because, I mean, if it weren't for the wives, the guys wouldn't be doing what they're doing.
It's such a great point of view, and honestly, as a career journalist, someone that's covered sports my entire career, I hear you say that, and it's the way that sports should be covered, right? You shouldn't look at these players as just names on the back of shirts who either do a good job or really fail spectacularly. You need to think about them as people. And I think anytime we have an opportunity to look at Charlotte FC, look at somebody like Ashley Westwood, the captain of this club, and learn who he is as a person. Look at somebody like
Scotty Arfield.
Scotty Arfield. Exactly. Learn who he is as a person. And just kind of get a window into who they are off the field. It allows you to kind of understand who they are on the pitch even more.
Right, like Bronico, like if we didn't know who Bronico was offside the pitch, I mean, it wouldn't make as much sense as the grind set that he has and the effort he puts into it.
Right.
I like being able to relate to the guys. And
Is Rebecca here?
that's what I was wondering.
I haven't seen Rebecca show up. She's a HopFly fan, though, so who knows?
The great Rebecca Bronico. I just want to give her a shout out. We had a great walk to the match
Tremendous friend of the show.
match. Her and my father-in-law, Russell, really hit it off on the walk to the match last time we were here at the tailgate. And we've got a special show coming on Charlotte Soccer Show. We're doing a Charlotte Soccer Show Bronico Airbnb takeover. When we're hanging out at the Bronico Airbnb all weekend long on an away match day weekend. We're going to have a watch party there. I don't know what their policy is as far as cleanup is concerned because it's going to be a fucking rager at the Bronico Airbnb.
I'm going to make my daughter clean up after. She needs to do some chores.
So that's coming. But cheers to you, Bridget. Thanks so much for joining the show. It's been a pleasure to have you.
You know I love you guys.
Come on now. Handshakes.
Yeah, no handshakes.
Hugs, baby.
And I think we might have one more special guest. I think we might have one more special guest tonight. Let's bring him over here.
Uh-oh.
Let's get him over here. We got one more special guest on the show before we get him out of here.
The Rev?
We got two special guests.
Well, the reason that we're bringing the Rev on is because we need a winning mentality, and this guy's a freaking winner, everybody. This guy is one of the freaking having a great year in the motorsports world.
Yes, we are doing pretty decent.
Let's just call him who he is. He's Christopher Gallagher. He works for Hendrick Motorsports. You all have had such a fantastic season.
He's a tremendous friend of the show.
Congratulations to you for being such a professional in what you do and hanging out with us on the weekend, having a good time. So I just want to get your face on the show and just talk to you and ask you what do you expect tonight in the match?
At least 3-0.
At least.
I think we make up for what I thought last week was at least 4. I thought we were going to jump on it early, and we had those few missed chances beginning of last week. And I think we don't make that same mistake this week, and we jump on Toronto early, and we're up at least 2 by half. Yeah, and they have to chase it.
I'm loving it.
Two first half goals, I think, is not far-fetched at all. I think this club has shown in the last 2 years the ability to do that. It's just about finishing, Rev, and I agree with you. You know, I think best case scenario tonight is we all meet at the supporters bar at halftime. Charlotte FC is up 3-0, and we're celebrating at that point. We don't even need to watch the second half.
Yeah,
except for fun.
I'm hoping 3-0 by half, but we'll see. We'll see.
It's a good vibe.
We call him the Rev. That's his first official prediction on the show. Don't hold him to it, by the way.
No, don't. Hey, but I think Kyle Larson's going to win tomorrow. So.
Financial advice?
Maybe.
I can't.
Legally, he can't say.
I had to sign a waiver that I cannot bet on NASCAR, but I think Kyle Larson's going to win
Larson.
tomorrow.
But the car is humming. The car is ready to go?
3rd pole in a row. Same car he ran and should have won in the fall with. But, yeah, it's a good car.
Vroom, vroom, baby.
Be strong. So,
Chris,
thank you guys.
Cheers to you. Thanks. I'm not going to cheers you because I don't have a beer.
I'm blank on a beer also.
One.
Oh, thank you. Oh, how about that? Cheers to you.
This guy shows up on the show and brings beers.
Best guest of the show today by far. Let me say that. There's not even a close second to that one, even though Anna and Bridget's still hanging on as well.
Let's go!
Cheers.
Rev.
Cheers to you, Rev. Cheers to you. One more. And we've got one more special guest.
One
Level
more.
Up Luke. Level Up is Luke is here from the Queen
We got to level this show up.
From the Queen City Soccer Show. Get him in here just for a quick take
Please.
on tonight's match. We enjoyed having you.
Hey, guys.
On the tailgate show before.
Oh, God.
So we're having you back on the tailgate show just because you're hanging, you're lingering, you're having a good time. You're not loitering, you're lingering.
Exactly.
On Charlotte Soccer Show. Good
Yeah,
to see you, Luke.
Sticking around.
I'm not going to yell into the mic this time. I guess I listened back to it, and it was obnoxious. The problem is, and people at home can't hear it because these microphones are amazing. Your audio setup is so good here. They can't tell that if you are 5 feet that way, you literally cannot hear what you guys are saying.
Right.
So I was in my drama kid from high school voice, and I did not adapt it for a microphone.
Right.
My apologies.
That's why you're back here.
Romeo.
And as soon as I get here, I'm talking with my hands again immediately.
Dude, I'm a hand talker as well. You'll always see me doing it.
You make a connection with somebody immediately.
So who is your starting striker? Who's your starting center back from Alonda?
I'm here for the hot takes, and I'm going to give you my honest opinion. It's got to be Big Pat. I think it's going to be Enzo, but it should be Big Pat.
Agreed.
I think at center back it should be Bill Towiloma, but it might be, and this is actually, I'm going to give some credit off screen. I heard from the audience, Diani has experience at center back.
That's true.
He's left-footed. So
that's an interesting call.
Wow. Okay, Luke.
You just blew my mind.
That's why when Level Up comes on the show, we truly do level up.
Yep.
Because you did just bring up a fascinating discussion, which is Diani in the left center back position and Brant Bronico in the starting
Urso
for the first time this season.
Urso.
I'm sorry.
It could be either. What I'm saying is we have the depth to pull it off.
100%.
Yeah. I would pick Bronny also.
It's a really smart discussion.
Well, so tactically, I would say with Toronto, I would rather grind it out against them. I'd rather have some dogs out there giving it to them physically in the midfield throughout the contest. So those Bronicos, those Ursos, I would give them priority in this game versus maybe some of the other competitions.
Sure.
Just because I think Toronto doesn't have the mentality to come down here to Bank of America Stadium and show up and perform in this Carolina sunshine.
Right.
Yeah, there's no doubt, Luke, that today is like legitimately the best day for a match all season here in Charlotte.
Right.
And let's not sugarcoat it. It means everything, right? Because I think the crowd's going to be excited. The crowd's going to really be lubed up a little bit. It's one of those days you just want to hang out on the patio.
Did you just say lubed up? Can I jump in real quick?
Of course.
Phrasing? Or do we do phrasing on that?
We're always doing phrasing. We're always doing phrasing.
Right.
You're not lubed up? I am right now.
Maybe earlier, not anymore.
I mean, I cracked this. The first thing I said on today's stream was a sex joke, so I think we're doing all right for sure.
Let's go.
So, Luke, what can we expect from what we wanted to do today? It's awesome. The Queen City Soccer Show. Y'all do such a great job.
Yeah.
It's great to feature our friend Bridget McCall as well on the Queen's Pitch podcast. So one thing we wanted to do on this pregame show today was just feature so many connections we have with people who we call fanalists. I would say you're in that same group.
The
as well.
fanalist community.
A fanalist of the show.
Fan media, baby. Fan media.
Yeah, I mean, so what's it been like, your experience working with the club, getting to know everybody that has an investment into the club?
Yeah.
And what's the connection like between everybody?
I mean, I've said it before. I'll say it again. I respect the hell out of the organization for allowing a fan that they've known for years, season ticket holder since literally day one, when they opened up season ticket sales. I still have my tickets. I sit in my seats that I pay for as a fan.
Great seats, by the way.
I mean, obviously, hey, I'm
Right
not trying to hide the fact that I got the jersey, but as media, we got to wear something else. So I do
beers are coming in. Hold on a second, Dan.
The Rev.
Vroom, vroom. We owe you.
There he is, coming through.
Tifos of the year in the front. He's in the pole position. That car, that Tifos of the year car is really cooking, Rev.
Honestly, I was so freaked out that you gave his government name on the podcast. I did not know his government name.
No, you didn't.
That was a first for me. Yeah, that's the Rev. That's all I know him as. But no, the attitude towards the fan media has been exceptional.
Agreed. Luke just got a yellow card from the Rev off camera.
I thought he got it. He's the one who did it.
It wasn't me.
You gave his government name. I didn't.
Hey, first foul doesn't get the yellow. The second one does.
Oh, no.
I agree what you're saying, though, about the club.
Well, hey, if there's a player I respect, it's Ashley Westwood, so I'm going to push it and see what happens.
Right. Well done. Westwood basically said, I'm getting suspended, y'all.
He said, I'm a wily veteran.
Probably
don't count me out yet.
Because to your point, based on what you were saying, you're somebody that has been at the press conferences.
Right.
You've been to player availability.
I'm grateful.
You've
I'm
been
thankful.
To open training. And you mentioned the club giving you the opportunity to do that.
Yeah.
I mean, legitimately, in American sports, it doesn't get much better than that, does it?
It's insane. I mean, I know this isn't dropping on the actual podcast feed, so I'm just going to say it.
It is.
They made a foolish decision to give me a press credential.
I agree.
They know me. They should not have done that.
Literally everyone in the presidential suite is watching right now, just so you know.
No, but they know me. They've followed me for years, and they still decided to do that. And that says a lot about them. That says that they are willing to engage with the fans who are acting in good faith, who are reporting on the club, and they would rather those fans be informed because they're reaching a large audience, especially your show. You guys are reaching so many Charlotte FC fans.
I mean, literally tens of thousands of people across the world are watching right now, so I know exactly what you mean.
Every time I look online, it's international. You got people from the UK, from mainland Europe, from the scientific stations in Antarctica.
Yeah.
How do you do it?
I got to tell you, man, the combination of you leveling up the show and the Mint City music back here, crushing the vibes at HopFly on a Saturday afternoon, I'm ready to fucking go. Let's
go, baby.
3 points
This
tonight.
game is going to be pretty freaking on.
Can I throw out? I got to give a huge shout out to my youth soccer team, my U6, the Gummy Bears.
Oh, you made your debut today.
I made my debut.
Coaching debut?
3-0 win. Now, it's a league where we do not officially keep score, but I saw 3 goals happen. So.
Right. And you're already a better, more successful coach than Christian Latanzio, so congratulations.
I'm speechless.
Is this your homework, Larry?
Oh, my God.
All right, so
you've done a great job.
We've been on the air for an hour. We're about to kick off, and leave the live stream. So just want to thank everybody. We've got over 200 people watching us right now.
Let's go.
1,000. So cheers to you hanging out, watching us right now live.
It might be
It means
10,000.
a lot to us, seriously. The reason why we want to do this live pregame show is because we know people need it, right? We know people need the pregame content. Nobody else is fucking doing it.
Turn us on at the
why don't
tailgate.
we just do it. Let's do it, right?
Let's do it.
Because if you look on, hey, I've got friends at MLS Season Pass
Right.
and Apple, so I won't say anything to get us kicked off the YouTube page right now.
Hey,
But what I'm saying is they're not doing it,
Right.
so we'll do it.
Can I jump in and just say I've heard some rumors about some fan media beef, some like rivalries out there, and I jumped in and I said, hey, I have a beef with you guys.
Right.
I said,
I saw what
you're in the pocket. You were in the pocket of Tim Apple.
Yeah.
Yes, yeah.
And I have a problem with it.
Tim Apple, great American
Well,
businessman.
if you know, for what it's worth, our stream is filmed on an Apple iPhone 14 Max. Go to your local
You're in
Apple
his
store
pocket.
to
You're
get
in
one
Tim
tonight.
Apple's pocket. Here's what I'll say. You can either watch MLS on Apple MLS Season Pass, or you can not watch MLS. So it's up to you.
There's only one option. It's been a great show, Luke. I appreciate you coming in
Absolutely.
here
Hey.
and doing this final segment
Cheers,
with us
brother.
tonight. Cheers to you. We're going to buy you a beer in just a second here.
Ooh,
This show is
I'm
gonna
easy.
finish up. The party is going to get started. The reason
Right.
why we go live at 5 o'clock is because if you're sitting around in Charlotte, if you're not too far from 2713 South Mint Street, right here at HopFly Brewing Company, if you're not far, get yourself off of your couch, get yourself out of your house, and get your ass right here, right now.
I'm so glad I'm not the only number dyslexic person. 1327.
2713, 1327. There we go. Thank you so much.
I am number
1327.
dyslexic. This is fantastic. I found someone else like me.
Me and
This
you
is
both,
great.
Luke.
It's clearly a budget. There's lots of numbers in it.
1327 South Main Street.
You know what?
Get your ass
You know.
here.
You know what's 4 blocks down that way? Westwood Avenue.
It's true.
It's true.
Deep cut. That's a Charlotte. That is a Charlotte local pull right there.
And for what it's worth, and I'll tease this on the show right now because it's a live stream. The only people who are watching this show are going to be watching it right now. Nobody wants to watch a pregame show after the match happens.
No.
So and Rev,
pointless.
this is for you. Keep your ears open. Keep your eyes out there. And be aware that Ashley Westwood, he's interested in maybe creating a lager. And that lager is going to debut in June right here at HopFly Brewing. It's Charlotte Soccer Show. John Hayes, Danny Brams. He's Level Up Luke. Cheers to you. Make sure you check out the Queen City Soccer Show.
Thank you.
And what do you got coming this week for us?
We have our weekly show. We're probably dropping a super fan interview with Sombrero Man, is what I heard.
Oh, Hector's the best. I look forward to that. I love everything Hector has to say always.
And
I based on that interview, I probably have to start a travel, food, and movie discussion show with Hector because we talk about Quentin Tarantino and tacos for about 30 to 45 minutes. I had to cut most of it for time.
I love that.
Latin Fire checks in.
Kill
He's
Bill.
on top of things, right? Because Danny has been saying he's not giving a final prediction all week long. So here's the time. After 3 or
Light
4
on
beers,
fire.
some Carolina crushes. Is Danny Brams going to give us a decision
Let's
tonight?
go.
Is he going to give us a prediction
Let's
tonight
go.
about this match? Are you,
Oh,
Danny?
he is.
I'm going to predict that I make my flight to Mexico in the morning and have an absolutely beautiful time. I'm not giving a prediction, lad. On sorry, brother. I'm just going to let it all flow through me. I'm going to let it all happen. I'm going to let tonight take care of tonight because life for me recently, I'll just say this. You stick around to the end, you hear the off-topic commentary. Recently, I just decided to put my signal out there,
Let's go. Let's
see
go.
what's going to happen, and not try to force anything.
Ooh.
It's all been working out.
Cheers
Let's
to that.
go.
It's the Danny Brams signal. It's out in the world. We heard that from our friend Tesho Akindele.
That's exactly
Oh.
right.
We
Exactly
heard our
right.
friend from
We put up,
That's
we
where I
put
got
up
it
the
from.
bat signal. We put up the pat signal.
Love you, Tesho.
Danny
I've
Brams.
got 4-1 Charlotte FC.
I love
I've got
that.
4 goals tonight.
Woo!
And the reason why is because the dam's about to break. I know you like that. The
They'll be like the London
Let's
buses
go.
all showing up at once.
You
We're
guys,
gonna get 6.
you guys can't see it, but Rev is in the background, gassing us up right now, and I love it.
It's Charlotte Soccer
Let's
Show.
go!
John Hayes, Danny Brams. Thank you so much to Annie Whitty. So much for joining the show. Thank
Amelia
you, Brett,
Clark,
for
it's
joining
great
the
to
show.
see you. Celebrity
Thank you
appearance.
to Luke for joining the show. Thank you for Bridget for joining the show. Thanks to Brett for joining the show.
Woo!
It's been a heck of a day. And thank you, Danny, as always, for just being you. And make sure you do me one thing, all right? enjoy Mexico. All right, have a great week in Mexico.
Way down here.
Buenas noches, everybody.
Wait. Luke, say it, please.
For the crown, baby.